I might leave that part in, fam.
Why?
Of
Why do you
course, fam.
want to blackmail me with my audio
Embarrass you,
files?
fam.
Huh? So, welcome to the Extremely Average Podcast, hosted by Goat and Red. Just your two average guys with nothing to do, entertaining you with an extremely average podcast.
Yes. We are back. We are back for episode 2. Let me give you a
Yeah.
quick introduction again. I am Red, the one with the enemy profile, and Goat is the one with the demon profile again. Still
Let's just say I'm the one with the orange background and you're the one with the blue background, huh?
light
Yes,
blue.
no?
Light blue. It's light blue, fam. You
Oh,
gotta get
okay.
right with your colors, fam.
So there's one person maybe that watches that's gonna be like, why don't these guys know their colors? Did they not go to like primary school?
I know my colors. You don't. It's a light blue. It's not a blue. It's a light blue.
Yeah, but still, it's just a slightly different shade. Like it's just blue with a bit more white color added to it. What you want from me?
Best, let's just move on from this. But yeah, we might do. I don't know. We might do this again for the third episode. Discuss Goat's demon picture again. But we are still. But we are back for episode 2. Shocked about still doing this. I thought we would have given up. We were still in the planning phase. I thought.
Yeah, well, they don't get to see all the outtakes in the episode that's never gonna get hosted.
Yes. But yeah. So you edited episode 1. Oh, you're still editing. You just have to edit a bit more, and then you're done. So how's it looking?
It has been a learning experience for sure. Like the app that we're using, it can be quite daunting. Like to just open it and see, like there's 50 different tabs that you can click on and buttons, and none of them have names unless you hover over them. So you just see like the logos. So it's like a guessing game. Wait, which one was this again? You click on it and see what it does, and but it wasn't as bad. I watched a video or two, and the one that I watched was actually really good. Gave me a rough
Idea.
idea, yeah, of what the layout is like and how you can customize it,
I see.
and some of the shortcut keys or hotkeys, whatever you want to call them.
Hotkeys. I think it's hotkeys. Yeah, it is hotkeys. Most people call it hotkeys. But
The hotkeys to like edit and cut and delete different clips.
I heard it back. Just got annoyed by my voice, fam. It was just like, this is not the one, fam.
Yeah, then this is gonna be hell to edit this episode because you have to listen to the whole thing and be like, where were the like silences, or where did he say racial slangs that you have to edit out?
Racial slurs, you mean?
Oh, slurs, yeah, not slangs.
No, why would we say any racial slurs?
I don't know. Red is a racist, avid racist.
Yes, that is true. We all racist some way. But so universities have been closing. For all the universities are closing down. Not closing down, like closing for the year.
No, you did it. Like I did it last time.
Yeah. My episode. I will do what I want to do here, fam. You cannot boss me around. But yeah. What? So the marks are coming out. Any did you study hard? Are you ready to tell your parents your marks? Huh?
Not yet, fam. I haven't even checked if anything changed. I'll probably do it a bit later tonight, seeing as how this is the due date that I gave my parents. So let's see what happens. Maybe you guys never hear from us again. Then that means I probably died. Swift death.
I see. So that if he died, though. The next episode might be just me alone, and I might find another co-host. If any white guys,
saying that I'm replaceable, huh?
I just need to find some random white guy. There's the racism coming out. Just find any random white guy. Maybe I'll get Y to do it, or Verda. Him to come my friend. You have a nice deeper voice than Goat.
Wow. Okay. Well, he's also way more sleepy than I am, so it's gonna be a struggle to get him to be here on time.
Wow. So
So
you say so
yeah.
it's not reliable. That's what you're saying, huh? Uh-huh.
Well, it's just he's very slow to arrive at like uh predetermined times. Let's say that.
Stuff and all this stuff.
Anatomy is a bitch.
Anatomy, yes, yes. Our own regular doctor, our doctor in house. So,
Uh,
how's the university life so far? Studying anatomy and all of these medical stuff.
Well, some of my subjects are really fun, and anatomy was fun at the start, until we got to the point where they're like, yes, now you have to write tests and do assignments every week and go to campus and work there along with the lecturers and the crown doctors. Um, and then it wasn't as fun as anymore when you had to memorize a fuck ton of knowledge, which I didn't do enough of. So
Ah,
anatomy was a bit of a
I
struggle.
see, I see. So your university life is all about your studies, huh? I was thinking, maybe I want to go out to party on this day, this day.
Nah, how am I supposed to go party during COVID? Huh? We can't even go out. I'm just gonna be like, it's another wave coming in, so everyone go back to your homes, be in lockdown.
Jeez, that's so sad. Like my first year was quite nice. Even though I was an introvert, I didn't go to any. I did go like just party here and there, but it wasn't really that. But when I did, I was just standing in the corner. You're like, nice, nice, nice,
Just
nice.
being a wallflower there, just like yep.
Wallflower. Yes, just being a wallflower in the corner. But yeah.
But my first year was fun. The first 2 months that I had of it, and then it would just went downhill from there when COVID started, like really badly here, and we all had to go home and can't come to campus. So then the
Compass?
party
Compass?
stopped.
What you mean?
Campus.
You said compass. What's compass?
As friend can't come to campus. There
As,
you go. Got it right
this.
the second time.
Now after I called you out, that's when you got it right.
If we didn't call it out, I might have been able to just glance over it. No one would have noticed it. But now you made a
Nah,
whole
no, no,
point
no,
of it.
no. But this thing is right. I might have been a dick, and then just like put subtitles, compass, and quotes. Like what? What is compass? Just do that.
Just having your own monologue while editing, like adding text to the screen the whole time. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Huh? This
Nonsense.
floating demon picture. What is he doing with his life?
It's understandable why you have a floating demon. There's the stigma of white people in horror movies. Always go to the sounds.
Yeah.
It's like this you're alone in the house and you just hear some random shit going on in the other room. It's like, let me go check it out. Yeah.
I did legit think that you were gonna say like, now there's a stigma of white people in horror movies where they are always the cult leaders, and like they always do the sacrifices and call out random people to their shack in the mountains, and
No,
like
you
offer
feel that
them
now. What do you
food.
mean, shack fam? They're white people, so they do have quite a big, nice house. And it's mostly old white people, so it's not like they've most probably built the stuff and they're like 100 years old and they're just like
Uh,
butchering people.
yeah, they're keeping young by sacrificing
Yes, yes, young
the
boys,
bloods of
yes.
the innocents.
That's right. So horror movies is always fun. I really love that genre.
Yeah,
But
you do. I dislike it quite a bit because I scare easily.
I used to scare easily, but now it's just I just want the thrill. It is fun to just get a bit scared. Like but the horror movies do not like really present that much of a good story nowadays.
No, they don't.
Ah,
Like what I've seen, and even if it's just from clips, where like the old movies had worse CGI and obviously and animation and things like that, but they had way better storytelling. So now you have the newer ones, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Which I probably am. But the newer movies where they have really excellent like animation and sound and those type things and videography,
Yeah.
but they have a really boring storyline.
It's just full of jump
Or
scares. Like every turn is just a jump scare. It's like okay,
yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
just remember it's the um comparison that someone made of like a horror movie with jump scares is like a comedian running around and tickling the audience members. You laugh, yeah, but that isn't really the whole point of a comedy
I,
show, you
fam,
know?
I wouldn't laugh, fam, if some random comedian just came up to me trying to tickle me. He's like, what the fuck is going on here,
Okay,
fam?
yeah, that is true, but that isn't the point. We aren't looking at how realistic the comparison is.
I see. But yeah, back to the back to the university topic.
University.
So next year, going back to campus, like full time or online still.
We haven't heard if we're going back full time. I think we got her message this morning. I have to still read the whole thing. It's like a few
Wow.
page document. Um, and they were saying like we have to have had a COVID vaccine, or you have to be fully vaccinated to be allowed on campus.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Well, they probably want to bring more people back because we are a medical campus. We need to do a lot of practical things, obviously. So they want to get us more back on campus to be able to do those things.
Yeah.
Because for this year, in my physiology subject, we were supposed to have had done like at least through half of the year. We had to do practical things like do blood tests and EKGs and those type things. Um, and we just didn't because at first the lecturer couldn't get the equipment for it, and then after that COVID was messing around again, so he just cancelled the practical. So we didn't do any practical components this year, except for anatomy and my other subjects.
I
But
see. I see.
no for physiology. So,
I
but
see.
you,
So,
are you going back?
what
What
fam?
else
What
are
do you mean
you
I'm going
doing?
back?
Huh?
What do you mean I'm going back, fam? I'm done. I'm done, fam. I'm
Yeah,
done
you
with
know.
university. Just finished my honors. Just done. But hopefully something happens. I maybe get a job. Maybe just do nothing with my life for now. You never know. You never know. But
I'm sure you can go to one of your lecturers and be like, hire me as a student intern there, and then you can go teach people the subjects that you just finished last year or this year.
nah. You think I'm good? I'm not good. I'm not good at studying. You want me to start teaching people, fam?
Yeah, it will help for your introvertness,
Ah,
introvertedness.
it's like but I'll be a very strict teacher. Like nah. You guys don't study. You guys are dumb. Why are you failing this easy exam, huh?
Yeah,
Easy
you'll
exam.
probably just insult them really badly.
Like
So,
you're all dumb. This is why you're failing. You're all dumb. But yeah,
speaking of insulting, like teachers being insulted, did you also have the like PE teachers in high school, or that just insulted the students?
there were a few that did that.
Yeah.
It's
Like
like
for us, it was usually the rugby coaches or sport coaches. Like they always insulted their team or their players or whoever was in their team.
yeah.
And one of them I know, I won't disclose any names, but he always insulted the one fat guy that played the
Of course, the fat guy got
what do you
insulted.
what do you call the guy in rugby, the
Fam,
slot in
fam,
Afrikaans?
you look like I play rugby, fam, huh?
Well, you know a bit of sports,
Yeah, I
so.
don't suppose rugby. Uh, I don't know, fam.
Usually the most big guy that has
They
to
run in
do
the
a lot.
front. Scum. What's
Yeah, scrum
scrum?
half, those type people.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like he always insulted him, and the guy wasn't very smart. But he always insulted him about how smart he was, and if he didn't like stay quiet in class, the teacher would always say that he's gonna like shove him through a closed tuna can or something like that, or shove him through the window out the second floor. Which was funny, but yeah, you might
Uh,
get sued if you actually do any of those things as a teacher.
but I still remember that what happened. We were in I don't know in EGD, engineering graphic design. It's like kind of architecturing stuff, like architecture and civil engineering kind of course, not course, subject, high school.
Yeah.
And then I like my teacher there, so it was quite a fun teacher. But I don't know what happened. That like I think it was like after a test. So basically like he changed the words, like he didn't write it's transparent. Opaque means transparent, but so he used the word opaque. Like, so no one knew what opaque meant. Like, most of the people in the class, what does opaque mean? So we like almost most of the people in the class got it wrong. And
Uh,
then, so he was giving out the papers. People like, I think it was like a 30-mark question. So like, just a 0, 0, 0, 0. And then like, people who like really, really failed the exam, they were busy like just fooling around, talking. And this is the teacher's going, it's like, this is why you have an attention span of a nut. Not a goldfish, a nut.
yeah, and that's
So basically,
um,
and it's just like I just started dying after that. Just like, so these people it's just insulting them. Then you just see those guys, just go quiet and just looking to each other like, what's going on here? Like, why is he saying this? It's like, he legit came up to them and just showing them the paper. Okay, it's like, do you know what opaque means, huh? Do you know what opaque means? If you listened in class, you would have known what opaque means. And
uh,
these guys are just quiet and just looking around like someone can help them. It was fun time it was a fun time in high school. But I wouldn't go back for the exams and tests then. But it
no,
was a fun
obviously
time in
not.
high school.
But I just with the insults, I know that one of our teachers in my Afrikaans, in my primary school, he always said that you had the IQ of a slice of white bread. That was his insult. Um, and just with the whole thing of opaque,
Yeah.
um, our one high school Afrikaans teacher, she was very serious about you not mixing your languages and keeping it as pure Afrikaans or as pure English
Oh,
as you
damn.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of the things that she was very well known for throughout the school is that she uses very high class Afrikaans, so very very big words basically. She had a really nice vocabulary,
Okay, there you go.
and if people were to ask her like if she used some big word and they ask her the definition of the word, she uses another word of like similar grade to describe it. So then they're back at stage one of not knowing what the word is because she described it with the word equally as difficult or unknown to everyone. So
Yeah.
that's just what she was known for.
Yeah, we wouldn't have still survived in that environment. Because,
No.
I can barely. This was my favorite phrase is, "Ek kan nie praat Afrikaans nie." That's like legit. That's my go to Afrikaans phrase.
Phrase,
But it reminded me of like we had to give a, like, I think it wasn't a speech, it was a play. We had to do Afrikaans play, right? So this one guy, I wasn't in the group, right? So it was him and it was him and one other person. Do you know what a joke is Afrikaans, right? What joke is in Afrikaans?
yeah, yeah.
I'm asking you
A
what
grap.
joke is. Okay, so whatever it is, I still wouldn't even know it. But so yeah, I would expect people to like translate it at least, yeah, even if it's Google Translate, at least
Uh,
translate the words. But this guy, right? He just went from like, I'm joking, to he just said ek joke. He just pronounced it in Afrikaans accent. And every the lecture, the teacher was just dying. Like, what's ek joke, ek joke? Because joke is not a real Afrikaans word.
no,
That
that
was a
doesn't.
really, really, really funny moment for me. In a
But also what he said the Afrikaans phrases was just I can't speak Afrikaans. Just thought I might
yes, yes,
add.
yes, yes, yes. I can't speak Afrikaans.
Uh,
It just sounds better in Afrikaans. Sounds much
well,
better.
yeah, I like Afrikaans though. Well, it is my home language, so maybe I have some bias towards it.
Yeah.
But still a nice sounding language.
It is a nice sounding language, but it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it because I was failing the basic of Afrikaans. So it's
Well,
just
any language really is a bit in high school.
damn,
Uh,
damn.
But like for me, I always hated the analysis of like poems and stories and things like that.
Uh,
I'm not sure if you guys did it.
oh, no, of course. I think every language, English and Afrikaans and
Uh,
any language, you have to do analysis of poems for some reason.
uh,
Like
like trying to figure out what is a metaphor and what is a like alliteration and those type things that you had. I'm not
True.
sure that's always so shitty. And some of those things, I think the person that analyzed it, like the
Yeah.
teacher, whatever, she's just like high on something. I was like, ah, yes, the door is green. This means that the guy was depressed. Wait, no, green is usually happy. The guy was happy, and then
Ah, no,
how did we get
no, no,
that?
it could have meant he was smoking weed, fam. You never know. It's green.
Yeah.
It's like I'm wondering, like, why would you have a green door, fam? That's such a weird color to have as a door.
Uh,
But yeah,
uh,
yeah, go on.
oh, like the one place that we went on vacation. What was it, like in September or something like
Wait,
that?
as a school or as a family?
No, as a family.
Okay.
This year.
Oh, okay, okay,
Uh,
that's it.
one of the places that we went to, we stayed in like different hotels and things,
Yeah, yeah.
and one of them had green, like a really not
Right.
dark green, but it's
Emerald?
wait, no, sorry,
Emerald. It's dark, dark green. Emerald.
no, that's very dark. Okay, well, I can't remember. Like, what is the teal that you used? Wasn't that a bit lighter?
That's lighter than dark green, yeah.
Yeah.
Teal.
I guess like something like that, and all the walls and the roof and the floor. Okay, the floor had tiles in, but they were also a type of shade of green, and it was just such a weird thing to see because like that was the portal that you go into, the front porch or whatever, just as you step inside the house.
Yeah.
And then the next rooms all had their different shades of colors. Like I think the room that I stayed in was this like peachy pink type of color, and the one that my parents were staying in was blue, and my brother had a yellow room or something like that. So just all the random colors just mashed into
Were you staying in a university hotel, fam? University dome, stuff like that.
do, do they look like that?
Okay, I don't know if you're in Hatfield, there's the fields or something like that. That's like has all the random colors. It has blue, light blue. It has orange. It has red. I'm like, okay, that's a very colorful building for colorful people, most probably.
Uh, really, some eccentric people like the art students.
It's fine, but when the next topic was go ahead a topic for us, prepared for us today.
Just so what you guys might not know is that yesterday it was raining for basically the whole day. On and off raining though, so it wasn't constant. But we had a few like cloud bursts and like
Wow.
one thunder strike or whatever.
Yes, yes, yes.
And one of my puppy, she was running outside, and we were doing gardening over the weekend. So there's one patch where the grass obviously hasn't regrown yet,
Yeah.
because we took some out and planted some flowers, and I think it's called
Yeah.
Patience or something like that is the flower's name. And my puppy ran in the mud, and while my parents were watching movies, she came back into the house with her muddy feet and ran all up and down the house and the corridors and things. So we had to clean the house and wash the dog, like bathe the dog again, even though we did it just after we did the gardening on the weekend. And it was just funny to hear because I was in my room and I just heard my mom like shrieking slightly because like she came in and jumped up on the couch where they were sitting and like ran over them with her dirty feet and then ran because we have white tiles, so it's really easy to see as well. She just ran up and down the corridors, just all these small
I see. Just
muddy
being a naughty dog,
footprints
huh?
up and down.
Naughty dog.
Uh,
But
but speaking of,
yeah.
do you like the weather, like rainy
Yeah,
days?
I wanted to say something about when you said, you guys wouldn't know, fam. Like, like most probably, when we do start doing some advertisement, most probably the like South Africans will listen to it first. Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully they do enjoy it. So like most probably they do know that it is raining around us.
yeah, that's true. But they do not know the exact date because we might take a week to edit or a month to edit a
Ah,
episode. So, you know?
I'm sure they can figure. I'm sure they can figure it out.
Yeah, just imagine when the rainy seasons were, and then go from there.
Yeah, just I legit just got a call. Like you're like, okay, what? But literally, it said what? suspected spam. I'm like, oh, what's this? What's this?
I got a call a few days ago that was registered as top spammer or something like that. So it was like, oh, okay, I didn't know there were different ranks to spam calls.
Top spammer. I see. Yes. But yeah.
Back to
Eh,
weather. I was still asking if you enjoy the
Weather. Yeah.
rainy
Yeah.
day.
Actually. I do enjoy rainy days. But it is
Because
summer
like
for us.
yeah, so rain is to be expected. But like I prefer more sunny days because I'm quite the extrovert, as you might have heard already.
Yes. Yes.
And I
Yes.
really like to go out and do things in nature. So if it's rainy, that's obviously spoiling a bit of the fun.
I see. I
Uh,
see. I like the I like the winter rain. It is quite it is cold, but I just like the sad boy vibes that it gives you. Just drive
put on
out.
some lo-fi beats and
Love
just
my beats, yeah.
stare out the window as the droplets fall
Yeah.
down.
But talking about the lo-fi beats, we will be back to the weather topics, but lo-fi beats, hopefully, I don't, you should be hearing some background music. That is, I know for most podcasts don't really have background music, but this one does because why not be special?
Yeah,
We have to be special somehow. So
even though we're the extremely average podcast, we are
ah,
trying to be special in at least one aspect in life, you know?
I thought you were gonna say we were trying to be special at being average. Just be, just be an average special. But yeah, if you are hearing the beats, the next week's guest, or not the next week's episode, has a guest. I was about to say next week's guest has an episode. Like,
Uh,
but yeah,
the
so
next episode that we'll be having, we will have on a guest.
that
There
made
you
the
go.
beat for us. That did
Yeah.
make that made the background music for us. Unless he didn't come through with the beats, then you won't see him.
Yeah, the chances are very slight that you won't even hear this segment or this part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. If he does, yeah. But
It also depends on our own editing ability. Like if I manage to edit or add music to the previous episode, or if you get to add it on this episode,
yeah.
we can help each other figure out how to add music.
Okay. Actually, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to. Okay, okay. There's some videos too. Most probably watch,
Uh,
but edit that part in the videos soon. Hopefully, maybe this time we didn't have any meme discussions, or any just random pictures or stuff we found online and we could have discussed it. But no. Sorry, sorry for the random cut. A random cut. Most probably there should be a random cut here. There was some pop-ups on the screen, so it was just made the made the recording a bit subpar. I can also use big words. Subpar.
subpar is a
Six,
very big word. Nice.
six-letter word. It is big, big, big.
Yeah, yeah. Two
Yeah.
syllables. Sub, par. Wait, is that 2 or 4? I'm
But
not
it is
smart.
subpar. Yeah, it is subpar. No, it is two syllables. Yeah.
Sub, par. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's 2
okay,
syllables.
nah, we just
Hyphenated and everything.
wow, we're just showing people how dumb we are now, fam.
Oh, we're smart in some aspects in life. Maybe they won't get to know about them yet, but
Yeah, yeah.
like sometimes we'll talk about, I don't know, maybe we'll talk about a game or
Yes,
something
yes.
that we're interested in, and we'll be able to say, "Ha, I know this fact."
Yes. Oh yes, yes. It might be might not be the next episode. It might be the fourth episode that we do talk more about GTA, the update, because update is coming, and yeah, we'll fill in more on GTA there by then, and yeah.
Yeah.
So not now.
Once everything is released and we actually played a bit through it.
Yeah, so we don't lie to you. Yeah, for that game we'll do some research. Oh, Goat will do some research. I'll just
You'll just be there
I'll just tag along.
getting the research from me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just
Um,
tag along, and Goat will tell everything to me to explain it to me, and then someone else might join, and then he'll explain it again, and then someone else might
Yeah.
join and explain it again. Because I'm not gonna explain anything, fam.
No, you're just gonna forget, and it's like, no, Goat will handle it. Don't worry about it.
You know what? While he's explaining, I'll drive the car. Maybe, I don't know. I highly doubt we'll actually put any gameplay. If there is a really really funny moment, and we did record, we might. I don't know why would we put it in a podcast. I don't understand. I don't know why I'm saying
Maybe
that.
make it as an apart, like an episode on its own.
Oh, okay,
Like
that's,
if you just make the like 2 minute clip or whatever, I don't know
yeah,
how long a clip like that would be, or we
yeah.
make a compilation of those type clips of just our random shenanigans. Um,
So that the
but
UK,
I
you
have one last topic that I wanted to talk about
I see, I see.
is Christmas. Do you
Ah,
guys celebrate it or not?
no, I don't. I'm a Muslim, so we don't celebrate Christmas. But we do buy a Christmas tree for some reason. I really don't understand why.
Oh,
I remember we have a small Christmas tree. We put a Christmas tree out, put some decorations, but for no reason at all. It's sad, like it looks nice.
okay. So you guys don't do the gifting things
No,
to
no, no.
people, yeah?
If I
Because
want
like
some, yeah, yeah.
it is always weird. Like for me, I was okay because I'm new to, I guess, being an adult, and I don't have my own income. So like I was always wondering, like when is the like phase where you start to buy other people Christmas or their gifts for
I see.
birthdays?
The panic is starting to set in. It's like, oh my god, do I buy gifts now? What is this
Yeah,
nonsense?
no, no. Okay, luckily not now because like we don't really gift people a lot of things. So, but like it's just so weird because my brother, he's already working, so he has his own money and he has his own income and things.
I see.
So he sometimes buys, like he bought me a cooling thing for my
Laptop.
laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fam-
and that was for my birthday and everything. So now I'm like, okay, well, I don't have an income yet, so can I just be like, nah, when I start working, I'll buy you something then. Or
just wait another 4 more years, 6 years. You'll get a toy. No.
yeah, don't worry, I'll buy you something moderately expensive, like maybe like a few $100, maybe.
Yeah,
Not too
because
much.
your brother's in photography, so yeah, I'm like, I was thinking, maybe buy him a camera, but those
Oh
things
no,
are.
that's expensive.
It's like I'm
Like,
your brother. I'll buy you a gift, but
yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not that.
gonna fund your professional like camera gear.
Yeah.
Like I think the most that I would buy him in terms of like cameras is the SD cards
Oh
or the
yeah, yeah,
memory cards.
yeah.
Like those aren't too expensive, and you can get quite big sizes.
Best,
But I
yeah.
just know that he uses like I think he has a 200 gig cards and a few of them that he uses. So it's like that's still a lot of memory and
I'm sure
quite
you
a high
can.
price. I don't know.
I'm sure you can just buy him another one. It's like thank you for my 500 SD card.
Gigabytes of
You
SD
know?
card.
Oh no, no, no,
Yay.
not like 500 gigs. I'm talking about he already has so many. It's like another SD card. Yes, yes, exactly what I was looking for.
I totally had a shortage of space.
you know. But I was thinking like I thought you were gonna say like just be a little shit and be like, like the front part of the lens and then it has the cover. I thought you were just gonna be like
Oh,
I'm just gonna buy him
like a
that.
lens cap. I buy him a lens
A
cap.
lens cap. You just buy him a lens cap. Like you never know when something can go wrong. So this is
You
some good
might
stuff.
lose the one that you have, so now you have a spare one and everything.
Yeah, at least you're buying your sibling stuff. I when you started the story, I thought you were gonna say like my brother's like my birthday came. My brother's like, oh happy birthday. That's it, fam. Goodbye. Don't
Yeah,
talk to me again.
yeah. Like this is now the end of our relationship. Cheers.
Yeah, yeah. Don't expect any gifts from me. But at least he's buying you gifts and he bought a cooling stuff for you. Look at that, being spoiled while being young, huh? Huh? How does it feel being young and being
Well,
spoiled?
you're also not the eldest of your siblings,
Well,
so
I'm the
you
only
should.
one that graduated university.
Well, that must mean that they have money already. Why don't they spoil you? Huh?
What you mean, fam? I'm the only one that graduated university, fam.
Yeah, but they aren't doing nothing, are they?
My brother is studying his second degree. Cause hopefully he doesn't decide. You know what? Third degree it is. Cause I do not want to go
I
into the
mean,
real world.
yeah, I'm enjoying this life of just studying and having someone else care for me. So yeah,
It's obviously,
it's just
obviously, yeah.
kids.
So that's that. Maybe we'll give you some more details on what's happening in our lives. But this episode was mostly based on us. Talked about university and other random stuff which I already forgot.
You have to be a bit personal with the listeners, I guess, and
Yeah, yeah,
maybe keep them entertained.
next five, no, like next, now so like next 5 episodes, you'll get another bit of information. We're still mysterious unless you know us, and then
Then this is just gonna be weird. The segment.
because you already know everything about us. It's like just pretend you don't know us. Just you know the
Yeah,
real us.
a video on in the background. Let it play through and
Yeah,
everything. And it's fine.
just give us some views. Just go to your your parents, your grandparents, tablets and stuff if they do have
Yeah.
any. Just put the video in the background. Even mute it, man. It doesn't even matter. Just also subscribe though. To give us a like. It doesn't. It helps. It will help goats.
The people that make the 10-hour like loops of videos on YouTube, just like put it on repeat for a few plays. That's fine. Support two random students over the internet.
No. Support to local random students. Local fam. Gotta support each other. Who else? We're not gonna see any foreigners support us yet. If they do,
Maybe.
then thank you, welcome. If you are a foreigner and supporting us, thank you. But yeah, hopefully, because any good analytics on the videos will boost the goat's confidence.
Yes.
He'll become more outgoing, and then you'll see him. I don't know.
Maybe my parents will forgive me for the bad marks that I've been giving them.
Yeah, not yet. It's okay. Yeah, but not yet. You haven't gotten a bad mark yet. It's coming out.
Yes, I have to go check.
We'll see. Fourth episode. Oh yeah, if the fourth episode it's not about GTA, that means he did not get good marks. So I thought,
If we don't talk about any games at all ever again, then something went wrong.
and if the podcast ends after episode, if there's no episode 3, that means he's not in the world with us anymore. So
Yeah,
just
my parents like hung me by my big toe, upside down, and just like, yep, here you go. Here are your books. You study for
the rest of your life.
That's the only thing you do.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we can call it episode here. For this, it wasn't that bad of an episode. God can do the honors again because I'm still shy. I will never do it.
Let's see if I fuck it up this time as well.
Yeah.
But guys, this has been your Extremely Average podcast with your hosts, Goat and Red. And we thank you for joining us today. And TEAP curses you with an extremely average week.
Bye-bye.